I think success comes from, how you can grow as a player and as a person every single day.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. Well, hello, everybody. We have Tony. We have a guest with us. Tony, how are you doing? And then I'd love for you to introduce our guest.
Yes, thank you very much. And I am doing well. It's another wonderful Monday morning here in Southern California. And today we have got Jen Munoz with us. I'd just like to ask you to introduce yourself and tell the world who you are, what you do, and where you come from.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Los Angeles and I grew up in Orange County. I decided to go to Mexico and play pro soccer for 2 years. But before that, I went to a four-year college at the University of New Mexico, played D1 soccer there for 4 years, had an amazing experience. But yeah, I was in Mexico for 2 years and with Club America, might be the best club in Mexico, might be biased. But I had a great time there. I grew as a person and as a player. And now I decided to, hang up the cleats just because I want to do, other stuff in my life and just keep growing. And I'm just super excited to be back home.
We are so glad that you're here with us. And do you want to share a little bit how you got connected to PureGame and why you're excited to be a champion?
Yeah, I think the mindset play like a champion has been instilled in me since 4th grade. It's an old Notre Dame saying. But yeah, I think we just got connected through this organization because I really value it and I believe and support it greatly. I think it's something that I was thinking about before I, ended my career, just to, give back to the kids, and I want to be a role model for them on and off the field.
I love the idea of play like a champion, right? We do a lot of work with our kids just in play, having fun around sports, getting them active, but then using that as the vehicle to teach them the life skills so they can then go and be a champion in life. So play like a champion could be a new saying that we use around PureGame, I think.
I like it. So Jen, who are some role models you've had in your life?
A lot of my role models are probably my parents and my grandpa. My grandpa, since I was little, has always believed in me, and every single day would just instilling me that I could play at the next level. And I think having that mindset as a young kid can grow with you as you get older. And just having that support system behind you, I think all my role models have supported me. And in the big scheme of things, I think one of my role models was Carly Lloyd. She just has a very strong mindset. She played for the U.S. national team and has done a lot of great things off the field. So I think that was my goal to, be like her and be a role model for not only girls here, but also in Mexico.
So much of what we do here at PureGame is all about having role models and mentors and people that have kind of gone in life ahead of you to be able to share their experiences and just be there to support no matter what that looks like. So you've had a lot of experiences. Personally, you've played professional soccer, which is incredible. How do you define success then? Because you've had, some of that fame. We're a professional soccer player, and just with your mentors you've had in your life, I think that can really shape someone's view of success.
Yeah, I've always thought of success in college and throughout high school to just be, winning games or winning championships. But as I got older, I think I define success a little differently. It's kind of just how certain games or certain practices made me feel. I think success comes from, how you can grow as a player and as a person every single day. And by the end of my career, I looked back and I just thought, was I successful? And I hit all the check marks. Like, yes, I won games. Yes, I played with the national team. Yes, I accomplished my goals or my bucket list. But at the same time, I made other people happy with playing the game. And I think that's how I measure success.
I love what you said there, that your definition of success became more of the journey rather than the end goal, right? Because we can achieve a lot of things. We can get to a destination and go, yes, I was successful because I just won this championship. But then you've got to look at, well, what's beyond that championship? Whereas if we actually redefine success as more of an internal kind of feeling and sense of how we are doing in the world, how we are growing as an individual, how we are giving back and contributing. I think that's a much better scale to show and demonstrate success, that it's actually a journey as opposed to a final destination.
I completely agree. I think it's the journey that defines your success.
But isn't it amazing that that we live in a world that defines success as the things you own, the things you've accomplished? The world would suggest that success is all about the final destination. Once you have arrived here, you have become successful. And I think it's important that kids get to hear this. And no one is telling kids this, because it's all about the next result on a test, right? That, or the next win in a game. But really, true success is the journey in which we take through life, and we get these little milestones along the way that we can check off as accomplish that, accomplish that, accomplish that. But if we can tell kids, and if we can teach kids, success is a journey, then suddenly I think the world would be a whole much better place to live.
And I think also, the hardships that you encounter along the way can help define you and just make you that much better.
And like you said, that it's the mindset, it's the growth and the change. So not even just the journey in and of itself, it's, oh, how can I learn from this experience? How can I grow? How can I be a better version of myself? How can I love and respect other people in a better way? And it takes those experiences to grow into that. We don't come out of the womb all wise. We have to get there, and we have to appreciate those experiences, especially the hard ones. I
actually really appreciate what both of you just said there, is the fact that, again, when you look at the world model of success, it's all about the good stuff, the achievements. But in fact, if we actually have a growth mindset, then we could take even the failings or the hardships in our life as moments of success if we can learn from them, right? And they could be taken as success as well. And again, kids need to hear this stuff, because that's not being told.
Right. What's being told is be a perfectionist now and don't ever mess up, because if you mess up, you're a failure. It's like, well, I messed up. People make mistakes. No one's perfect. And now I can grow from it. So Tony, I know you have a couple more awesome questions that we want to learn a little bit more from Jen. So have at it.
Jen, you are successful because you've learned from your journey of life. But if now, sitting in your place of wisdom right now, if you could travel back in time, what piece of advice would you give your childhood self?
Oh, wow. That is a great question. I wish I could tell her a bunch of things, but I think one of the main things I would tell her is probably that pressure is a privilege. And I think that sometimes when you're younger, you get so much pressure as a child, whether it's, how you perform or, what your parents say or what other people say. But I think I would tell her just to focus on your own thoughts and what you're capable of, and that will get you far in life, and not only on the field, but off the field as well. And also just enjoy the journey, enjoy the friendships that you make, enjoy the tournaments, enjoy the early mornings, the late nights of doing homework in the car when you're coming home from practice. I think it's all part of, like we said, I think one of the main things is the journey. And I think just enjoying the little things, because looking back, I definitely miss those tournaments, those times with my parents in the car and stuff like that. But also one of the main things is just the friendships that you'll encounter throughout your years of soccer. And I still talk to a lot of the girls, when I was 5 years old. We've known each other since, that long. And I think that's one of the main things I took away from soccer.
I actually now coach my two daughters in soccer, and I picked up, I don't know where this came from, but I picked up this little statement that I give the girls before a game. And I say, welcome pressure, because you remember that pressure, when you've got a lump of coal, creates diamonds. I have two daughters, both of them are soccer players. So Jen, if you could give them some inspirational words of wisdom as young soccer players, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to enjoy the journey, make valuable friendships, and sacrifice is everything. To get to where you want to be, you have to sacrifice so many things. Even as a little kid, I remember sacrificing birthday parties, or in high school, I missed a lot of dances. And I think looking back, I was so sad. But in the end, I value those sacrifices so much, because it taught me that you have to give up some things to get to where you want to be. And then once you get to where you want to be, get out of your comfort zone and keep wanting more. I think you should never be comfortable. You should always get out of your comfort zone, and that's going to make you that much better and excel farther than anyone else. And just to have a very strong mindset going forward with in every aspect of your life.
Jen, it has been so great having you here and sharing some of your story with us. And you have so many little nuggets of wisdom that I love, and how much you focus on the fact that life is a journey and we're all in process, and we all have so much growing to do no matter where we're at in life. So it's having that mindset of growth and wanting to change and be a better person. Thank you so much for being here. We love having you a champion for PureGame. And Tony, as always, thanks for hanging out. We love all of your wisdom as well, and all of your feedback. This has been such a great episode, and we hope everyone has a great week. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for joining Tony and me in this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. We hope you feel encouraged and motivated to keep growing with us. If you like what we do here at PureGame, one of the best ways you can support us is by liking and sharing this video with your friends on social media. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel using the button directly below this video on YouTube, and you can donate at our website, www.thepuregame.org. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week.